Well, good morning. This is Brian Grenier. I'm putting together another CK12 screencast for teachers who have adopted the CK12 Flexbooks in their classroom. In this screencast, we're going to take a look at the new study guides that have been added to our CK12 resources. These are real neat study guides. Real excited that these are now available for you and for our students. What's real neat about them is the fact that they have been designed by students for students. So these are short little guides that are written in a language that our students understand from their peers. So let's go ahead and dive right in and take a look at these study guides. Of course, you're going to want to log into your account. I'm going to, up here in the top portion of the screen, in order to get to the study guides, I'm going to go ahead and browse on the resources that are available in CK12. So clicked on that browse button. I'm going to click on my subject area. In this example, I'm going to say I'm an algebra teacher. I'll be brought to a list of concepts for that particular subject, and you'll notice at the top of this right-hand column is a link to the study guides. So I'm going to go ahead and click on study guides there and open the study guides screen. At this time, the study guides are only available for 5 subject areas: algebra, geometry, earth science, bio, and physics. So only really for our math and science teachers at this time. More and more study guides are being added every day. In the future, there may be other subjects available for our students. But at this time, only those 5 general subject areas. So here I am in my algebra study guide list. I can scroll through the list and browse some of the different topics that are covered. I can select any of these to open it up and preview it. So let's say we are dealing with linear equations here. So here's a study guide on slope-intercept form, graphing linear equations. I'm going to go ahead and click on that to open it up. And you'll see I will get a small preview of the study guide right here in the middle of the screen. Now I know that's difficult to read. We're kind of limited to the amount of screen that I can record. So I'm going to blow that up just a little bit to see if that helps. So these study guides are generally put together in the same fashion. They'll give you kind of a general overview of the topic, of the big picture. You'll get some key terms on the concept. So in this case, I get the terms slope and x-intercept, y-intercept, and slope-intercept form. And then we'll get into the meat of it and really kind of look at some of the important aspects of, in this case, what slope is, what intercept is and how to determine intercept, and then a section down here on linear equations. And then at the very bottom, there's always a space for individual students to add their own notes to these study guides as well. So if this particular study guide, if I as the teacher wanted to make this available to my class, from this view over here on the left, I would simply click on my Share to Groups button and select the class or the group that I want to share that to. So I'm going to share it to my U.S. History class in this case. Click on Share, and that study guide will now be available for students under our shared resources of our group. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to Groups here. And you'll notice under our shared resources, I have a notification that, hey, one new item has been added. If I click on that, I can see that my Graphing Linear Equations study guide is available. I can select it, and as a student, it will open it up right to me. So I hope you find that useful. I know your students will find it useful. Regardless of whether or not you assign these to your students, I think it's important for you to make the students aware that these are available. And the reason I say that is because as a student, if I log in, I'm going to log in as a student real quick, or switch to a student view. As a student, I can go to ck12.org/student or log into my own personal account. And on my landing page, there's a big button right here for study guides. And if I select that as a student, I'm going to be brought to that very same screen that we just looked at as a teacher. So say I'm in your algebra class and you're using these, make the students aware that, hey, maybe they're in bio as well, and they can go through and look at some of the study guides that are available for different concepts in biology. I hope you and your students find these study guides useful. I hope they lead to some great success for your students on understanding different concepts better. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. And as always, until next time, I hope you have a great day.